Hello Aquarius, welcome to your December forecast. The big news this month is that Mercury goes retrograde on the 20th of December all the way over the holidays and the new year until the 8th of January. Now Mercury has everything to do with communications, technology, travel. So you can expect those areas possibly to be a little slower moving. When Mercury is retrograde, it's the mind processes, the mental processes don't work necessarily quite as quickly. So things may move more slowly. You may need to leave more time to get to places. I would certainly back up your hard drive and make sure that anything technological that you've got, that it's important to you, just make sure you've got it somewhere else, maybe even off-site, to be really doubly sure. Let's break down this month for you. On the 8th of the month, we've got Venus, yay, coming into your sign, Aquarius joining Mars. What a lovely aspect to have. Venus and Mars in your first house, this makes you popular, this makes people want to be around you, this makes you possibly do something about beautifying yourself in some way, something that makes you feel as though you're uplifting yourself. So maybe give yourself a treat, maybe a pedicure, a manicure, get your hair done, some new clothes, whatever it is that sort of gives you a bit of a boosting. But it's certainly important with Venus in your sign to do something that brings you pleasure. On the 13th of the month, we've got a full moon happening here in your 5th house. So full moons shine a light on an area, or they could bring something to fruition. So in the 5th house, well, this could be something connected with children. Maybe there's a child in your life or a young person, something comes to fruition for them. Something completing. It could also be a creative project you've been working on, or you may begin a new creative project. It could be something to do with self-employment. Maybe you've been working on something and it begins to move forward. Maybe you want to start a business. Well, this full moon is just going to give you that extra little nudge, possibly. It's also going to shine a light on this 5th house, which is the house of enjoyment. And Aquarius, are you really having enough enjoyment in your life? Are you enjoying your days? Are you feeling enthusiastic? That's what this full moon is shining a light on and encouraging you to do more of the things that make you feel uplifted and inspired. You're ruled by Uranus, and you are certainly one of the signs of the zodiac that must be inspired on a daily basis. Really important. On the 20th of the month, we've got Mars going into your 2nd house, joining Neptune. And on the same date, that is when Mercury goes retrograde. So I see it as no accident these two are happening on the same date. So Mars here in Pisces, not a very strong placement for Mars. It's almost like Mars, a really wishy-washy place for Mars. So it really probably is not the best idea for getting into some serious financial negotiations. But it would be a good time to just forgive yourself around anything that you may feel guilty or bad about, concerned with any financial transactions you may have done in the past. Maybe you need to forgive somebody else. But it's certainly a process of letting go, releasing, so that something new can come in and your finances can really begin to flow. It's also about trusting the intuitive voice. You get a lot of intuitive messages that you don't necessarily listen to, Aquarius. And this Mars-Neptune aspect in this 2nd house of money is a real opportunity for you to listen to your instinct when it comes to everything connected with money. Spending it, saving it, borrowing it, buying gifts, whatever it might be. It's an opportunity just to trust that gut and act on it. No second thinking. And then we've got this Mercury retrograde going on, this 12th house energy, because on the 22nd of the month, the Sun comes into the 12th house. And on the 29th of the month, we've got a new moon in this 12th house. So Aquarius, a lot happening in the, shall we say, I see the 12th house as a percolating house. It's where a lot is going on the internal level, but not necessarily manifested externally yet. But let's not forget that for some of you, your birthdays are coming around next month. So it's close to birthday time, and there's a season almost like of closure, of completion, before new things begin. And so here for you, this Mercury retrograde in the 12th house, it's a really good time for looking at the past. Maybe looking at thoughts and feelings, emotions that are really holding you back from moving forward in your life now. I'd have a pen by your bed and write down your dreams. They could be very prophetic at this time. You do well looking into anything involving psychology, the mind, even hypnotherapy, trance, anything that takes you to a deeper level of consciousness where you can understand yourself, your actions and other people's actions. You can have more empathy, more compassion for other people, and thereby forgive them for maybe some of the things that have happened to you in your past. The new moon here is new opportunities for something fresh, for something new. It's important to have quiet time. It's important maybe to go out into nature, maybe to meditate, to remember to breathe, and above all, to find a peaceful place. You might find yourself writing. It'd be wonderful to do some writing with that Mercury-Pluto energy in that 12th house, especially with the retrograde vibration of it too. You may find that some of the things that you write, could even be poetry, could be music, are really very special if you just allow them to come out. So make the most of Jupiter in the 9th. I would say that you are going to be doing some travelling in this coming year. So if you haven't already looked at it, do take a look at my 2017-2018 forecast. I want to thank so many of you who write to me, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate you. I wish you a wonderful December and a wonderful year ahead. Bye for now.